Okay guys, so today it's February 18th. I'm from Amherstburg, Ontario, Canada, and it's usually snowing this time of year. But you know what? Today I'm in my shorts, and it's 63 degrees. It's unbelievable. So anyways, I know it's still 103, 104 days to muskie season. But I just figured I'd take the time and I want to explain to you guys what I use for muskie down here. So anyways, we do a method, what they call jigging. A lot of people jig for all different species of fish. But what we've been doing down here is jigging for muskie now, and it's no different than jigging for pickerel. You need a lot more patience. You know, you're not going to go out there and light the world on fire. You know, if you go out and catch 2 or 3 in a day, that's a really good day. If you go out and catch 1 a day, that's awesome. So, but it's one of those things you can't, you got to have patience. You can't give up on. I mean, when we first started this game, I remember we went, I think we fished 36 hours or something straight, like over the course of a week before we caught our first muskie. So anyways, what I like to use is I use a 8-foot heavy Mojo muskie rod. They're made by St. Croix, and I'll take my sleeve off. I put these sleeves on there because they protect your tips and everything. When you start spending a lot of money on rods, you want to protect them. So anyways, yeah, that's what I got. It's a 8-foot heavy action Mojo muskie St. Croix. Awesome rod. The only thing I think I'm going to go with next, I'm going to get another one too. This one still works great, but I'm going to go with an 8.6, I think, because it gives you a little bit more leverage on your hook set. So yeah, I'm going to try that next. And then for my reel, I use the Revo Toro NACL, and it's an awesome reel, man. The nice thing about these reels is with the higher gear ratio, when you set the hook, a lot of times, like, you're vertical jigging for these, so when you set the hook, a lot of times those fish say, oh my god, I'm going up, so they start going up. You need a reel that you can get down and set the hook on that fish, because a lot of times, probably half the hits you get, you're just going to get a bump, slack line, and it's like, that just means reel and set the hook. And when you set the hook, give her all you got. So anyways, yeah, and then we use 60 pound braid. And yeah, that's the rod. I love the split grip. Now my fishing partner, he's not keen on the split grip. But he's got a couple Mojo muskies, and a lot of St. Croix's other, I think it's the Legend series and all that. They don't have the split grip, so I mean it's all what you like. You can get whatever you want. I like the split grip because it's lighter. I don't know. It's just good. My other rod I do have is an Abu Garcia, and it's an 8-footer, and it's nice too. It's got a double trigger, but for some reason I feel like I got better luck with the Mojo. I don't know. Karma's a big thing in this game, and you gotta go with what works. And right now, this is what works for me. So, anyways, you seen the rod. I'm gonna put you seen the reel. You seen the line. One quick thing before I get into the baits. I'm gonna show you my leader. So, anyways. I got one in the package here. So we use what they call these husky muskie leaders, and I mean, if you see one of these, like this one's a 150 pound fluorocarbon, and it's I'll take it out of the package and show you. You can tell the guy really puts a lot of pride into his making these leaders. So there's a lot of leaders on the market, but he puts these little things so when you set the hook and you got a fish, there's extra cushion here, so you're not gonna snap at that barrel swivel or the clip. So he definitely takes a lot of pride. They're a beautiful leader, and they're reasonably priced. I mean, they're fair market. I think they're $7, $8 somewhere around there. But yeah, they're a nice leader. $7.50. That's what I paid. $7.50. It's on the package. And if you go on huskymuskie.ca, that'll direct you, to where you can order them and all that stuff. So, anyways, try them out there. They're good bait. So next, there's two baits that I use on the river. I use the one bait's called an LA lure, and the other one's called a Bondi bait. They're both friends of mine. They're both great guys, and I use both of their baits. So it's I don't know if there's any tension there between two of them. I don't think so. It is what it is, and they both really do build awesome lures. So I'll show you. I'll show you what it is here. So let me see. So yeah, this is an LA. He calls it the Skinny. So it's an awesome bait. I mean, it just, when they grab it, they inhale these things, and they run really nice. You got two trebles on it, and a blade on the back. This one's got a little bit of weeds on the back. So anyways, that's what we use there, and I'll show you a Bondi bait. I'm going to show you Barney. Barney's an awesome bait. And, if you looked at the teeth mark in all my lures here, you wouldn't believe it. So anyways, that's what we use there. And then, we don't cast much, but when we do in the fall, we get into the Shadzillas. This guy makes an awesome bait too. These are casting baits, so you don't jig these. And a lot of people around this southwestern Ontario, they throw these baits, and they have great success with them. So anyways, that's the lures that we use. But I'm not a huge caster. I mean, that's something that we're starting to get into. We got into the jigging 2 years now, and kind of fallen in love with that. But in the fall time, you really gotta, there's days when you gotta cast, not so much days, but there's times and days when you gotta cast, and yeah, there is days that you gotta cast. So that's one of my goals this year, is to get a little bit better with casting. And hey, I'm open to tips, man. If anybody has any tips that they want to throw at me about casting, throw them, man. I mean, I'm one of those guys. I'm not afraid to help somebody out. But yeah, that's about it. So the Bondi Prophet, it's a hard bait. It's not a soft bait like the other ones. He just came out with these last year, and they got this is kind of cool. They got an aluminum lip on them, and it shows him driving over it with his truck and all that, and it doesn't break. So a lot of the trollers and everybody out there, they're using these. I haven't given them much of a roll. A lot of times what we do when we go up for another drift, we just, we're getting old, I guess. We relax, we just kind of go slow. So a lot of times we put a profit on and just troll it out the back, hoping for that big one to come and grab it. So, it's a great sport, but it's not for everybody. I mean, it's tough. I'm not going to lie, and there's days that you'll be deceived out there. Just when you think you got her down pat, then something else happens. And location too. Like, a lot of times you'll be making a drift and you'll bang one. Go hit that same depth, that same ledge for a second drift. A lot of times you'll bang another one right off that same drift. And time of day. That's one thing that we got to learn more of, is moon phases and all like that. It all plays a big role in muskie. Time of day, moon phases, and all that stuff. And a lot of that stuff's still foreign to me and my fishing partner. But we got the basics. We got the jigging down pat. It's just a matter of perfecting everything and the times when to go. And we'll get there. I mean, we're learning a lot of new locations. And we're just plugging away, and it's it's fun. It really is. But like I say, it's not something that you want to take your kids out and try. I mean, it's unless they got a ton of patience, because you're not going to put a ton of fish in the boat. There's days that you will. You know, in those days, it's just heavy feed bag out there. It's happening. But you know, you gotta. It's tough. It's tough for somebody new, or tough for a kid. But the nice thing is, like, these baits, they're all like over 7 ounces. I think Robert's the LA baits are over 7 ounces, and I think John's the Bondi baits are over 7 ounces too. So if you got a problem finding the bottom with these, then you shouldn't be fishing. If you go to lalures.ca, you'll be able to find the LA. He calls it the skinny. And Bondi bait. If you just Google Bondi bait, you'll be able to find him. He's in all the Bass Pro shops. Not sure all the Bass Pro. He's in all Bass Pro shops. And you could go to Canadian Tire, Wally's Baits. They all have his jigs. And like I say, there's you know what, we fish. I fish one bait. My partner fishes the other bait, and we catch 50-50. 50% of our fish come on one and 50% on the other. So nobody's better than the other in this game. They both, I'll tell you this, so they're both genuine guys, and they both make great baits. And actually the Shadzilla, I look forward to catching some fish on that Shadzilla. I haven't given it enough time. Actually this is the first year I bought some Shadzillas. So, but Mike, I am going to catch a big fish on your Shadzilla, and you'll see pics and videos of it when I do. So anyways, guys, subscribe to my channel. I'm going to have a lot of fishing shows coming up. I know a lot of the blogs and stuff on there right now are just, you know, not much, just quirky stuff. But come spring and summertime, I'm going to have a lot of fishing videos, and we'll go from there. I'm by far no professional. You know, I'm one of those guys. I've been fishing since I was a little puppy, and I love it. And you know, it's just it's something that relaxes you. You got the worst day of your life, but when you hit that river, everything goes away. There's nothing stopping you, man. It's a crazy feeling. All you fishermen out there, you know what I'm talking about.